Alright, guys, I'm back. I'm back for talking about Bayern Munich because just a couple of days ago, sorry for being late on this reaction by the way, but I had quite a few things to do. But I'm here to give you guys my match reaction to Holstein Kiel versus Bayern Munich, which ended up finishing 6-1 to Bayern Munich's way. And what have we learned from this particular game heading into our first Champions League game against Dinamo Zagreb tonight? Well, let's start this off. So, very quickly, I'm just gonna say how the match went out. Very quickly, like not even a minute into the game, Jamal Musiala capitalizes on a mistake from the Holstein Kiel defense, and we end up leading 1-0 in the after 30 seconds, I believe, which is absolutely wild. Then Harry Kane scored a good goal just 7 minutes after, and then after that, in the 13th minute, there was an own goal from Kiel again, which made it 3-0 to us. Which, at that point, when you're 3-0 up, less than 20 minutes into the game, you kind of figured that the match was already game over at that point. And that was how pretty much it went up for the rest of the match. Bayern absolutely dominated Holstein Kiel in this game, and then Kane scored a brilliant goal in the 43rd minute to make it 4-0 to Bayern Munich and get his brace. And then we went into halftime 4-0 to Bayern Munich. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. About that first half, I have no complaints or issues whatsoever with how we played or how we've got on through our match. And to be honest, that has been a theme with our matches as of recent time, where our first halves have been almost completely flawless, while our second halves perhaps maybe need a little bit more work to do. Which is a bit understandable because Company usually makes quite a few subs by that point. So when we were leading up 4-0 heading into halftime, completely understandable that now you'll want to rest some of your key players for the Champions League game. So Company subbed off Musiala at halftime. I think he also subbed off Olise at halftime as well. No, he subbed on Olise later. I think he subbed... I can't remember who he subbed off Musiala with. Oh, he subbed Musiala off for Thomas Muller. Yeah, that's right. So it was a smart decision by Company to do that. I also believe he subbed... I want to say he subbed off... Yeah, he also subbed off Serge Gnabry at halftime as well, which was quite understandable. And from then, at that point, we still kind of dominated the game against Kiel, but not exactly in the same manner that we were doing in the first half, which is understandable considering the changes. And then Olise scored a great goal in the 65th minute to make it 1-0. 5-0. And then after that, when Company subbed on Leimer and Davies, that's when we started to concede a few shots to Kiel. And it started getting a little bit scruffy. Leimer made a bad pass to one of the Holstein Kiel attackers. He capitalized on it. Neuer probably could have done a little bit better with the save as well. And Kiel ended up getting one back and making it 1-5. And then a minute later, Kiel also ended up hitting the crossbar. And I'm like, guys, the defense was almost perfect for this entire match. Why are you guys giving up some of these late chances now to Kiel? Come on, let's just keep it calm and keep it composed under pressure. Then those guys started again to get a bit more rhythm. Kane ended up winning a penalty for us in the last minute of the game. And of course, Kane was never going to miss his penalty. He scored it, making it 6-1 to Bayern. And that's how the game ended there. Now, I already mentioned, first half performance, I thought was close to flawless, as it could be. I thought Kimmich had a great game. Palhinha was amazing. Guerrero was decent. Kim was very good. Upamecano was very good. For once, our center-back duo actually wasn't the issue. Could maybe also because we were playing on a lot weaker opposition, but they still did a good job with quite a few recoveries. Bowie had an amazing game, and it's such a shame that that guy has picked up another injury and he's gonna be missing until Christmas, because I really felt like this guy was really starting to cook for us until this injury happened to him, which is very unfortunate. I wish Bowie the best of recovery and hope he gets back soon to the pitch as quickly as possible. I thought Musiala was probably our man of the match for the first half until Company took him off, of course, to save him for the Champions League games. He had a brilliant game once again. I thought Coman did pretty decent as well in this game. Gnabry had a great game, and Harry Kane also had a great game, we have to say. He was not a ghost this time, we have to say for sure. For our subbed-on players, I thought Olise had a brilliant game, was very active. Muller, while I wouldn't say his impact was as great as it was for the first couple of Bundesliga games we played, he still did a very decent job when he came on. Davies, in my opinion, I thought was probably, along with Leimer, the two worst players that we had on the pitch. These two kept giving the ball away and kept giving the ball up to Kiel whenever they got pressurized by them. And Leimer actually was the reason why we conceded that one goal to Kiel as well. So I didn't think those two had particularly great games. I thought Mathys Tel was pretty average this game. I understand he's getting played out of position, but I'm starting to get a little bit concerned now about this guy's development, because he needs to start breaking out this season, in my opinion, if he wants to guarantee himself a future at FC Bayern. Because he's been a youngster for a few years now, and I get he is still very young, but in my opinion, Iran Kunda is starting to show quite a bit of potential. So if Tel doesn't start speeding things up, I worry out he might end up losing his spot to other youngsters. So he definitely needs to improve on that aspect. He needs to start proving why he deserves more game time, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I feel like Leimer and Davies were pretty much our only two rotten eggs when they ended up getting subbed on. Apart from that, I thought it was a almost flawless, dominant performance from Bayern. And now, I really hope Bayern does this for the rest of the season. Because It's great being able to do this against teams like Holstein Kiel, who just got promoted into the Bundesliga this season. But I need to start seeing Bayern now do this against some of the stronger opposition. Like, we're not far away from playing Bayer Leverkusen. We're not far away from playing Aston Villa or Barcelona in the Champions League. And we're also not really far away from some of our other big games in the Bundesliga. So we have a really tough month schedule coming up, and us now only having one fit right back left in Kimmich is definitely not going to make things easier for Company rotation wise. But I actually believe he can sort things out, and he'll be able to get us through this tough month period with quite a few wins and dubs. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Holstein Kiel versus Bayern. If you enjoyed this, be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you're new to my channel, go and hit that subscribe button. Bayern are going to be playing Dinamo Zagreb tonight in the Champions League, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for that, see how they do. Probably post a match reaction a few days later, by the time it comes out, and I'll see you all in the next video. Come on. And also, Bayern are officially first in the Bundesliga. Back where we belong. Come on, FCB. And I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Take care and peace out.